Special indeed. This grandpa hasn't even made it back to Winnipeg, where there are 5 grandchildren under the age of 3 and another one soon to arrive, Arvid Loewen. Well, I'm going to let him tell us what he has just accomplished, and I want you to see that one of the cheerleaders has already joined us, a very special one. Charity really is the inspiration for what has captured your heart for 7 years, Arvid.
Yes, I guess, and thank you for having us. We're delighted to be here.
We are blessed that you stopped here before going home.
Well, so, can I tell you a little bit about why I'm doing what I'm doing?
Yeah, I can't wait for folks to see that bottle of water.
In 2005, right with 100 Huntley Street and Crossroads, we did our first event on behalf of Mully Children's Family. And it again started in Vancouver and was all the way across Canada. But part of that, my mission statement at that point was I just chose a random child out of 30 children that were given to me and just simply wanted to represent the cause. And that little girl's name was Charity. Now, Charity's story is she was born to a teenage mom. Poverty and family circumstances led this teenage mom to a state of desperation, and she was abandoned by the side of the river. She was found in an emaciated state. On another time, Charity was being strangled by her own teenage mom out of desperation. Again, this time Charity was rescued and placed in the care of Mully Children's Family. For me at that time, it was just a random picture. I wrote up her story. Her picture is in here.
Can we get that to turn? Let me try.
It keeps turning the other way.
Because, you know, I just love cute. And this is really meaningful cute. But it's really playing a trick on us because...
It keeps turning slowly with the water.
Charity's picture is on the back of that bookmark.
Yeah.
And we're going to oh, you guys outsmarted it. Good job. There she is. Isn't that great? It's got to be plastic coated in there, Arvid.
Yes. And see, at that time, I carried a picture, and it was just a picture that we typically turn the paper in a newspaper, deal with, or flip the channel on a TV. It was nothing more to me at that point, a picture of a destitute child like we always see. But then a couple of months later, Ruth and I went to visit MCF for the first time. And one of the evening programs, the little kids were running around in the back. And obviously, with our 6 grandsons, it's obvious we love kids. I held out my arms. A little girl jumped on my lap.
Was it this little girl?
And it happened to be Charity. Oh. Now, for 30 days and 7,000 kilometers, I carried a picture. It was at that instant that that picture became a real person. See, God removed the wall of indifference with which I had surrounded myself. God gave me an understanding that the little bit that I can do does make a difference in the big picture. See, and at that time also, this bottle you can see is filled with water. Now, half of this water I put in there when we left the Pacific Ocean at that time. And that water represented my commitment to Mully Children's Family, to the children, to be an ambassador for them. When we got to Halifax, we filled the bottle up with water from the Atlantic Ocean, and that represented Charles Mully's commitment to continue to rescue children like Charity. And since that time, just to put it into perspective, approximately 2,500 children like Charity with different and unique stories have been rescued. And this partnership has and continues today, and this is what Grandpa's Can 2012 was all about, attempting to break my Guinness World Record from Vancouver to Halifax in an effort to create a platform for the children that I have along with me, and there's 5 young adults that are here besides Charity. And so we went across Canada where they gave testimonies, they did presentations, all in an effort also to promote the new book called Hope for the Hopeless that has been written.
I want the rest of the cheerleaders to come and just stand behind here so that we can see the very meaningful league of, cheering section that accompanied you the whole way.
They accompanied us the whole way. These kids, they were pretty persistent, and it was just wonderful to wake up in the morning, or I basically hardly ever slept, but to come through the morning and see them on the side of the road cheering on.
And they were billeted in many of the places, and one of the girls said, we did the sleeping for Grandpa Arvid, because, I mean, really to wrap your head around this, you're not shy about your age.
No, I'm not, no. I'm 55.
55. Yeah. 2 hours sleep a night? I mean, you said you'd have to cycle 20 hours a day on average.
That's right, yeah.
So we want to know, what did you eat for breakfast every day? How did you keep that
I basically ate all the whole day long. I have to consume about 8,000 to 9,000 calories a day, okay? So I basically ate on a bike.
Was it very disappointing not to make that Guinness record?
Actually, no, not at all, okay, because...
You've still got a standing one.
We still have the standing one, but it also was basically number 3 on our priority list. Number 1, we wanted to create awareness and raise money for Mully Children's Family. Number 2, we wanted to live our Christian faith in mainstream media out there, okay? We were not shy about being Christians. If you look at our website, it's full of, it's very obvious who we are and who we represent. Number 3, if we can break a Guinness World Record, I'm a competitive person, I will always go for it. And so that's how we approached it. And that's how I've approached it every year.
Well, I love that you said you had a 51% chance of beating your record, but you had a 100% chance of making a difference in the lives of children who've been abandoned. Look at these wonderful young people. We are going to be having Charles Mully here in August, and I don't know if any of you have contributed to this book. We will be talking about it, Hope for the Hopeless, but these are the stories of some of the children who have made it through from despair to hope, to new life, to making a difference in the country of Kenya. It is a wonderful story, and we are so privileged to be a partner in it. And you can still climb on board.
You can still
this
climb
bike
on board.
And contribute to. Do you know how much you were able to raise with this ride?
My fundraising goes from January 1st to December 31st, and it's all built around one platform. And right now, I'm sitting somewhere around $250,000 that I can see coming in with this event. And our goal was 375, and I'm still very optimistic that by the end of the year we will reach that.
All right, we do need to respond. 1-800-265-3100.
But I would just want to conclude with maybe one challenge, and that to me is, so many of us, we look at pictures of destitute children. And my challenge to people is, allow God to show you the real person. Once that happens.
You just have to meet one, don't you?
Once that happens, okay, your life will change, transformation will happen, but it also does begin in your own heart.
Well, I'll leave us with, this is right from Grandpa Arvid's card. Things we do for ourselves will be forgotten after we're gone. Things we do for others will live on. You can be part of this great effort for some pretty special others. How many children? What's the current number at
Oh,
Mully?
she has 2,247 brothers and sisters, I think, today.
Wow, Charity. What a big, happy family. And when do you all go back to Kenya? Charity, when are you going home?
I think they're going home at the end of the month.
Oh.
We're doing a week of presentations in Manitoba now, when we get there on the weekend. The official book launch of this new book will be in Winnipeg, so we're in for some more exciting times.
Okay. Well, Canadians, if they're coming your way, get ready to embrace them and make our Kenyan brothers and sisters welcome. Arvid, what's next for Grandpa
I
Arvid?
got to sleep a little bit first. So.
Okay.
So, yeah.
We'll keep in touch. You keep in touch. We'll be right back.